What is happening, y'all? Today we're gonna work on the old Spanish goat. Big old beardy goat. Rule number one, get all the hide off. You're just gonna make a cut right down the top of the noodle. Start peeling him back. Taking off that bottom jaw, just run your knife in the V and on the outside of the V. Cut this wing right here and pull. Let's do this.
Do you remember the original videos where we were wearing the orange bibs? They're back. Aren't you glad I got these? See how I arranged them on me? Dang, that's funny. Never gets old. Welcome back to the Spanish goat video. I've actually got it over there in the pot already. You saw me skin it. It's soaked for a couple days because we've had rain, and so I've got it laying half in the pot, heating up one side so we can knock that horn off. I'll flip it around and we'll get to smacking.
Okay. Got to the kitty.
All right, let's talk about a couple of things. I'm getting so many different questions right now, and I can't keep up. I'm trying, but I have a 40-hour week. I work in sales, and this is, I don't want to say it's a hobby business anymore because it's beyond that, but this is a side business for me, and the YouTube was just an extension to show people how to do it and to help and encourage. Over 100 different emails. I've been keeping track for years. Over 100 people have started their own business based on these films, and I cannot tell you how that makes me feel. I don't ever want you to think I'm doing this for money or that there's anything outside of 100% genuine desire to help other people do this, to respect their game, to have a hobby that's wholesome, that keeps them involved in the outdoors and the natural world. Thank you for the emails. Thank you for responding and encouraging. For whatever reason, we've gone from just all hate to just love, and it's just, oh man, it's exciting, and it makes me want to put out more content for you. The truth of it is this method is the same throughout every critter. Small, various, minute pieces that like less pressure, longer boil time, but essentially we're boiling, we're power washing, and then we're boiling in color. That's what we're doing. So the story really doesn't change, but it sounds like you guys are willing to watch whatever I put up, and I love you for that. So I will continue to put up content. Again, no complaining. That is the rule on this channel. We don't complain because it's not going to do us any good. We're going to encourage. Can I sound like a motivational speaker? But I'm not trying to be. I'm just trying to be real. So this Spanish goat is going to go really quick. Goats are pretty straightforward. Once you have those horns off, we're going to cut the horn core. We're going to spray everything clean. We're going to knock out the earbuds, so the auditory bowl, you'll see that. I really like the drill method. I drill every single earbud now. It's just so clean and smooth. The material gets in there, whitens everything. It's just a classier finished product. Once we've got it boiled in the color, which is a mixture of peroxide and water, we'll get into details later, and then we'll mop and glow it. So that's it. Thank you for watching. Welcome back, Orange Bibs.
All right, y'all, we've been boiling on this skull for about 30 minutes. The skin on the nose has split. It's time to start washing. Using a 1500 PSI power washer, you want to spray into every hole and every orifice. Anywhere there's meat or tissue, make it go away. Using a 5/8 wafer bit, I drill out the auditory bowl right where the ear canal goes into the skull. Everything back there is connected. The second you open up that skull will wash clean like you've never experienced before, and it leaves a really nice cylindrical smooth hole in the back of the skull.
Alright, that's our Spanish goat. I would say it's about 97% clean, 98% clean. There's a little stuff that's tight. I can't stress to you enough, if you got stuff that you're really fighting with the power washer, let the peroxide do it. What I mean by that is put it in here, set your skulls down in there. This is fresh aqua silk. The link is in the description. That's maybe a gallon, right? I use general rules like 25% water, 75% aqua silk. If you're using a 12% peroxide product like Mrs. K's or Liquid Developer or some of the stuff you saw years ago, it all works beautifully. Just test the waters and what works for you. So y'all, I'm not measuring anymore. That aqua silk filled about a third of the way up the skull. Now I'm one time over the skull with it, right? So it's just that don't get caught up in the math. It's gonna drive you crazy. I just filled it up. I'm gonna bring it to a boil and power wash it clean. When you bring that peroxide mix, that what I'm calling Whitebone Creations mix, Anything that's hard to get off will literally just roll off with your finger or the power washer. Don't beat yourself up about washing it 100% clean before the peroxide.
Last and final step, I give the skull and the horns a coat of flooring Mob and Glow. Same stuff you'd buy at the grocery store if your mom still had linoleum in the kitchen. Same product. I give it a real nice even 1 coat. 2 coats will make it shiny. 3 coats is just too much. I like to give it 1 coat, and it seals the bone, keeps dust from settling in, gives it a real nice light lanolin smell and a great hand feel. Then, once everything is dry, 10-15 minutes tops, I use automotive Bondo and I mix it up, put it on the horn core to represent the membrane that was there before, a real thin coat, and then slide the horns back on the cores, and in 15 minutes, your skull is finito. I think that means finished, and it's just super fun to say.
All right, all wrapped up with the Spanish goat skull. This thing's really cool. This is a pretty easy skull to do all in all because the horns come off real nice, but they whiten up beautiful. I love critters that have that kind of short face and big horns, like ibex, like a lot of goats. Maybe not our mountain goat, but some of the other ones have these big horns, these little tight compact skulls. It's beautiful. I've got this thing on a new mount. Real quick to reiterate, I don't get sponsored or by any skull mounting systems. I've spoke about 2 of them on this channel. One of them being the Krennic skull mount, Casey Krennic out of Texas. Just a good man, makes a very simple, very straightforward mount. Works great. You couldn't use it on something like this per se because the horns come back so far behind the skull. I've also talked about the Skull Max, which is a ball joint style of swiveling mount, kind of the best of the best, but it's expensive. And those guys have always just put out a fantastic product. I still use them, I still sell them. But I was up there in Wyoming, and this guy was making this particular bracket. That's a horseshoe with shoe and nails done it. I'll take a close-up of it. It's really cool. And it's just got a couple of wing nuts that jammed up into the brain hole. It's very cool. But this is the skull. It turned out beautiful. I just put it on here to see if it would support it on the table. Kind of looks like that. There it is, the Spanish goat. Thank you for watching. Thanks for the comments. Thanks for the support. And until next time.